Good afternoon from Al. I'd like to thank Big Linux for its help. This video, my ability to do it. I'd like to thank the great Linux supporters and creators like Switch to Linux and DistroTube and all the creators on YouTube presenting educational material, especially the scientists. Um, today's the subject is Quakers, a democracy of mystics, true leaders are the only experienced teachers. Yes. If you don't have a sense of something higher than yourself, you haven't gazed into that possibility that your whole notion of reality could be off, then then you might be a true mystic and a true leader. Going backwards here. Yeah, a little bit of a backwards fellow. Backwoods, maybe. Um, yeah, they're they have that experience, and they've got a muse, an inspirational kind of connection from their very mysterious brain. At the very least, and maybe beyond that, who knows? But that's a true leader, and and a true leader is a true teacher. So they need to understand at least the rudiments of intermind communication. That's someone who can truly lead. But mystics don't lead each other; they work together. Um, and a leader instead just means teacher. I mean, you're not taking people around by the nose. You know, you give information. You help them along their way. Uh, help people to grow as uh, mystic capacity. What is this mystic capacity really? It's the love flow, the mystery of that. Simply needs and getting them met and going on to from those needs, feeding the brain and the person that gives back love. And they've already given because when you need, it calls forth love. And when the love is given, then that need turns into potentiality. You nourish the child, uh, more comes out of that. Or even if you help someone who is suffering and with a fatal illness and can never get back, they have given back but only to those who love them. So the love flow is still there. We're all with our feet on terra firma when it comes to the love flow. This is we're all part of the mystery of it, and Yeah. So an involved mystic. I mentioned that before. I would say, let's talk about um, true leaders a little bit more. Um, there are some people who are so lost in symbolic symbols or symbols of need that they have no real connection to their needs, like to needs in the past. That is, which that lack creates a an addiction to the symbols of the need, the love, symbolic need. Symbolic need doesn't fulfill you. It's born out of damaged faith and love, as I keep harping on, and helplessness is to in the traumas that's unendurable at the time. If you're feeling, if it's a truly helpless situation, there's a point at which it becomes a struggle, and that's an unconscious thing, mostly, um, for symbols of the need you did not have and did not fully feel or express, nor play around with. And so you need to make that connection. And so people that have not made that connection, have not felt the real needs and the hurt in themselves, can be lost in symbolic need, lost in the past without knowing it. And a lot of harm can come from people that damaged. They are not good leaders, but they love to be leaders. How do you fix that? If you're the most qualified person, make sure that you stand up and be recognized. And if that person is qualified, technically, for a particular position, but they're lacking in compassion, objectivity, and creativity, they're not a good leader. They're still not a good leader, no matter how good they are with a welder. They're not a leader. Don't let them lead. And that's what creates what I call the symbolist person. That's more symbolic than they are real, and that's not good. And those that I've discussed, true leaders. Now, Quakers, a democracy of mystics. Quakers are a democracy of mystics. There are equals in their meetings, and at least their Friends General Conference. And they don't block each other's inspirations. They express them and sit down, and other people express their opinions and their views, their inspirations. And from this came the battle against slavery, so many other really good things. So, democracy. Democracy is totally in line with the inner mind communications philosophy. Because it puts everybody in a more even into a more even playing field, and that helps people to grow. People helping each other, people developing greater trust, You can only do that in a democracy. Otherwise, it's being crippled. Usually, it's being crippled by a very popular symbolist. They can be really good at manipulating you. They watch because they'll use the tools of the sickness, anger, and fear. They will work against trusting people instead of building trust. And they're big about punishment rather than cure. Fills up our prisons, leads to a more decayed society. You got to take care of everybody's needs, especially the kids. You know how well a society is in line with proper democracy by the rights and privileges and the benefits given to mothers and their children. You know, what is against democracy? Power, craving for power. Power is a symbolic need. You don't have to have it in some circumstances, but not as a general rule all the time. That's dictatorial. So you can't get enough power, you're addicted to it. And power can be addicting. So power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Somebody looked that up. I don't remember who said it. Certainly I didn't come up with it. It's largely true. And yeah, it's something to be wary of. Sometimes you have to use power. But dictatorial power, not a good idea. Much as possible, you have to avoid that. Because it silences the opinions and voices of other people. And that contradicts the creative empathy. Creative empathy means you want to hear more opinions, differing opinions. You give people that freedom. That's democracy at work. And in part, and that means a free and open media with people that rank pretty high in activity and creativity and passion. That goes for any leaders in any field. And all of these things working together create a better world. And that's what we're really looking at here. I'm not sure what I said was the title. In case I missed that by a mark or two. Quakers, a democracy of mystics. True leaders are only experienced teachers. You know, I did get that. Okay. So, as I like to say at the end of my presentations, I like to say the word namaste. For those who haven't seen my other videos, for those who have, I'm sorry to bore you, but namaste is a realization, wonder, beauty, extreme value, and flow of love in yourself honors that same in the other. So today, that part of me would like to honor that in you. Namaste. And goodbye, y'all. Have a good day.